Hello, my dolls. Welcome to A Feminine Touch. This is a safe space that I have decided to create for like-minded feminine women who are on their personal feminine journey or are thinking of starting. And if you're still having that thought, take it, accept it, and receive it, because trust me, it's the best decision ever. But for today, we are talking about something I like to call mindset femininity. And I say that because I will like to believe that if you're listening to this podcast, then you are like me and you have a desire to be more connected and be more in touch with your feminine energy and your femininity. And if that's your goal, welcome. But we have to remember that in order to do that, we have to start from the inside first. And that is exactly why the inner work is absolutely imperative. Like, we need to do our inner work. So the first thing I did is affirmations. I absolutely love affirming. I will literally listen to affirmations all day, every day, if I had the chance, because it's so amazing. Like, waking up in the morning, even if it's just for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, listen to any affirmations you want to listen to, your desired and preferred affirmations on YouTube. If you're trying to boost your confidence, you can just write confidence boosting affirmations. Honestly, they are currently affirmations for anything, so you can just go on YouTube and pick your preference and listen to it. Like, then your subconscious mind is really opened, because you're just waking up and you're still trying to figure out what's happening. So before your mind is kind of stable and focused, it's everywhere, and that is the best time to program what you need it to be doing, because our subconscious mind runs the show. Anything you put inside your subconscious mind comes out in your physical reality. Anything that's inside, you manifest outside. And if you're trying to manifest a more feminine energy, you need to start from the inside first. And affirming is one of the things I absolutely love doing. You can do this in the night, right before bed, first thing you wake up in the morning, or when you're just doing mundane things like washing plates. You can wash your plates whilst listening to your affirmations, clean your room whilst listening to your affirmations, go on a walk, or just anything that you're doing where you're really not focused. This is the perfect time to play your affirmations, because they just go right into the subconscious without you coming up with any limiting beliefs, and you can find the one you resonate with. I also do and make my own personal affirmations, because there are some things that I personally want that I might not be able to find on the internet, so I say them and I just put a very nice background music at the end. And honestly, I just love listening to it, because it's like I'm talking to myself and reminding myself of who I am. Remember that we are reprogramming into a more feminine and higher version of ourselves. The next thing is actually something that is super important, because we need to find role models, like the people we look up to, the people we will like to embody and be like in a feminine way. Just pick your role models. You can have 3 to 5. You can just pick someone you like and study and watch them and try and act out and be that person. Try and embody a goddess that you like you can embody the goddess of Isis, or Cleopatra, or Marilyn Monroe, Megan Fox, Sophia Richie. There are so many amazing feminine women out there right now that we can learn and study from, and just pick your 3 to 5 and learn from them. The next thing is something I love, which I call reminders. So we have to always remind our subconscious mind who we are, and what's better way than to have little reminders everywhere. I kind of go crazy with it, like it's literally everywhere. I write little love notes to myself. I just have like this sticky notes and I write, you are this, you are that, like all my affirmations, and then I post them on my fridge, my microwave, my TV, my mirror, my bathroom, everywhere, to always remind myself of the kind of woman that I see myself as. So when you see those little love notes, it creates this feeling of, okay, I know who I am and I need to be and act this way, and then it just kind of changes the energy into a more feminine one. So you can do that. And I know that some people live with people. If you live with people, you can just like have little things that remind you. For instance, I got this beautiful necklace recently that I used to remind myself of who I am. Like, you can buy charm, you can buy bracelets, you can buy necklaces, you can buy honestly anything that you just carry or wear around every single day to remind you of who you are. It could be a pencil, it could be a pen, it could be a stone, it could be a flower, it could be anything that you just carry around, a crystal, you can just have that to always remind yourself of the energy you're trying to evoke, because trust me, this really helps tremendously with the change of mindset through your subconscious mind. The next thing is to do something that you absolutely love and puts you in a good mood, because something I have realized is you are more feminine and you're more in your receiving mode when you feel good and you feel relaxed and you're happy. So I just love putting on my music and dancing and listening to it's so loud, and I'm just dancing, singing, screaming along, and just imagining and visualizing me and my higher self, or me and my new apartment, or me and my new car. Anything that you want to manifest, you can just visualize that whilst you're dancing. I'm in that wonderful mood, because when you're in that mood, it's just amazing. You're happy, you can receive anything, and I love it. It could be watching TV, it could be listening to this podcast to elevate your mood, it could be watching a funny skit on Instagram or TikTok. Anything that makes you laugh, anything that makes you happy, we should be doing more of that. So dolls, the next thing is something that I personally struggle with, which is quieting the mind. I tend to overthink some things, but I have learned to actually quiet the mind and feel more into my intuition and feel more into my body, because as feminine women, and the feminine energy is very feeling, it's very emotional. She comes from her body, she doesn't think, she flows. Just imagine a water flowing, you're just flowing and going with the flow. That is a more feminine way to go. And sometimes, of course, you can plan and you can be in your masculine, but sometimes it's just amazing to go with the flow and not to overthink. So it's good if we kind of start getting into meditation 5 to 10 minutes a day, so you can just learn the process of being able to quiet the mind and feel more into your body. And trust me, this works. And one trick that I always see is that once you have reached that state of where you have ended up quieting your mind, then you play your affirmations, so everything just enters and you absorb, and it enters into your energy, and it's absolutely amazing, because the calmer we are, the more things just enter, and the more the subconscious mind is wide open. So my dolls, we have come to the end of this podcast. I really hope you enjoyed it and you learned a few things, because I was also talking to myself. I also had to remind myself to keep on doing some few things, because honestly, every single thing I've told you today has worked, and it really works for me.